afternoon. Happy Sunday afternoon. You know, I changed the streaming schedule, Sundays and Wednesday evenings. Hello. And massive to affiliate year day. Oh, I didn't know it was affiliate year day. I'm kind of, I guess, not up to date in my Twitch news. That's interesting, but thank you. Lexmix, good to see you. Welcome. I appreciate the a celebration there for me. I changed my schedule. This day did not change. This Sunday afternoon is the same, but I'm just on Wednesday evenings, my evening time. And evidently in changing that, I started last week for the first time. I forgot to do the things like post that I was going to be on Wednesday. I kind of wondered why there wasn't anybody there. I forgot to send out the reminder. So I got it sent out today. And I will try from now on to remember to send it out. So anyway, we are having gorgeous weather. It is almost fall-like. It's not going to last. You're going to work on a new pair of socks. You got Hollywood. Oh, you got the Halloween ones done? Oh, you're ahead of schedule. Very good. So you're going to sit and do some sock knitting. That sounds nice. I am going to be spinning. I am trying to finish up the last of what I've been working on the last couple streams. I have been calling it a Polworth, and it is not. I found my label. I've been doing quite a bit of cleaning, and, you know, organizing and that sort of thing, and I found the label for it, and I was like, oh, this is Blueface Lester. Now, they're very similar, very similar feeling, but I have corrected the record. I am spinning Blueface Lester today. It's called Campfire, and it's a really pretty green-brown gray color. And about halfway done. And then I'm going to apply it with what was the Polworth. It's a yellow color. So let's get to the wheel here so we can see the wheel. I also got a new light. This is more like daylight coloring, and I think I've got a really nice light on my bobbin now, so we can actually see the colors. And if you're looking at my, I don't know what shows for you all on your different players or whatever, but I have a picture of the fiber there also. So it is Sunday afternoon. We are having a gorgeous day. It's been lovely outside, but we've got one more heat wave coming, and we have to put up with extreme heat next week, this coming week. We're talking up to 100 degrees. That's, I don't know what that is Celsius, sorry, but it is quite warm. 100 degrees Fahrenheit is, you would, you know, that's fever. When you have a fever, right? When your body goes above 98. They've been messing with that parameter. I don't know what they're making. I thought I heard that they were saying that 100 degrees Fahrenheit for body doesn't count as a fever anymore. You know, up to 100 doesn't count as a fever anymore. I don't know if that's true or not, or if I'm just making that up. Hello, Dandy. Welcome. Welcome. I'm doing good. I am sleepy today because we were up late last night Got home about 11:30, forget what. We went to the state fair and we heard a double concert. So it was wonderful, lots of fun, but a late night. And since I have kitty cats that are, I have a cat inside and cats outside that know it's time to eat. My inside cat wakes me up. Not aggressively, just very persistently, practically in my face, saying it's time for us to eat. That's Newman. You hope to get a yarn winder so you can get the rest of the yarns you got gifted. Oh, when you were outside New York. Okay. And you've entered a giveaway on YouTube, or you won the yarn on YouTube in a giveaway? You're doing good. I know. I know this is not your language. This is your second language, and I am not struggling with it. I am just wanting to be sure I'm understanding. You got gifted yarns. The yarn came from New York, and it was a giveaway on YouTube. How's that sound? I didn't know they had giveaways on YouTube. I never win a prize. So you're so lucky. That's a lucky thing to win a prize. So, because Lex Mix, you are outside of the U.S., I'm going to explain to you what I mean by a state fair. I live in one of the states of the United States, and I'm sure that is familiar to you. And a lot of times each of the states will have what they call a state fair. They pick one central city or a city to have it, and the people from all over that state will go to the fair. It lasts for 10 days. The fair will have competitions, especially because we have something for agricultural kids growing up in school called 4-H. They raise animals, they raise farm products, and so there's a big agricultural theme to the state fair where I live, because it is an agricultural state. I don't like that song I'm going on. You did. You won it. It cost you $8 in taxes just to get them over to Sweden. Yeah, taxes just to get them to send it. That's our retail tax, I guess. But if it was $8 US, that means that yarn was, close to $50-$60. Let's see, what is I think ours is 6%, so like close to $50 in US value. Anyway, I hope they were good yarns. I hope you like them. That sounds wonderful. I've given up so much shipping of stuff because shipping has just gotten so expensive. So the state fair was very well attended yesterday. We were in a line of traffic for 2 hours in order to get into the fair. That is actually pretty unbelievable and ridiculous for I kept saying, I'm not going to turn around, this is just going to open up pretty soon, and you just go on and on and on, and it never actually opened up. The traffic was backed up all the way from the fair gate. So that we didn't start off with a real good experience getting there, but after that it was very, very nice. They have an area that has rides, which I don't do, and a midway, and I don't do that. They have lots of food. They have the current animal exhibit for the competitions were rabbits and chickens, or poultry. I should say poultry. That changes. Next week it will be sheep, goats, and cows. And the entire fair, entire 10 days of fair, they have an area where they milk cows. These farmers bring in, and the cows are judged, but because the animal is not allowed to leave during the 10 days of the fair, they don't want to lose control of where the animal is during the time that they're at the fair. In other words, they don't want somebody coming up with a trailer and taking somebody else's livestock. That the animal has to stay their entire fair. Well, you can't do that with milking cows. You have to milk them twice a day. So these people who put this milk cows in for the competition basically live right there in the building. They set up cots, and everybody else goes home from the fair, but they stay there with their cows. I've never experienced that because I don't have cows. I can't imagine what that must be like. So the socks will be safely used because it was costly, but YouTube is, it's hand paint. Okay, it's hand-dyed yarn, so the balls will make one of a kind. Yeah. And you will consider them prizes. I mean, very important. Wear them only on real important occasions, right? Or just because you feel like it. Just because they were so special, you deserve to wear them. I don't wear socks out. Kind of weird, but I make it a habit of not walking around the house in my hand knit socks, commercial or hand spun yarn. I wear shoes because I don't want to wear them out. Now, if I don't want to wear shoes, I'll just put a pair of commercial cotton socks on, and wear those. But and I definitely would not wear my hand knit socks outside to work. I mean, I always wear just store socks if I'm going to go out and work in the garden or whatever. It takes me too long to knit a pair of socks. I'm not gonna waste them on and have to wash them, because I get them dirty by working outside in them. One exception is I have a pair of socks that is not hand spun, it is commercial. Oh, I take that back. I'm sorry. It is hand spun. But they are very, very thick. And I wear them in snow boots, right? If I'm going to put snow boots on. We don't get snow very often, so it's pretty rare for me to wear snow boots. But I do have heavier socks to put on if I'm gonna be in snow. I have one pair I made. There's always the exception to the rule in there. Anyway, back to the beginning. I'm sleepy today. Because after we did all this other stuff, we went to one concert that lasted hour and a half that I really liked. It's a group I really like. They're from Kentucky. And then a second group came on. They were a little bit more rock, harder rock, not so much blues or country or whatever. And we stayed for a little bit, but man, it was loud. I was like, I probably would like this if it wasn't so loud. So we walked quite a bit distance away. We were, seated in front of this. We were seated with all these chairs in front of the stage, right? We were about 3/4 of the way back. It was still loud. So we were walking away and heading towards the car, working our way towards going home. And the music had just kept getting better and better because we were getting further and further away and it wasn't so loud. Oh, I'm showing my age. Most of the concerts are country singers, and they'll be singers, individual singers with their backup group. But the first group was 4 singers with guitars, and the second one were 4 singers with guitars. You're going to go back and get ready for sleep. I really thank you for stopping by. I'm glad you told me all about the yarn. Thank you for the congratulations and the good luck. And I'll see you whenever I can see you again. I didn't start my notes for today. Today's the 20th of August. Next week's going to be so busy for us. And the one thing we did not do while we were there yesterday was go and see how my skeins of yarn did in the competition. We just didn't get to that end of the fair. We're going again next Saturday, so I will find it out again then, and a week from tomorrow I pick it back up, so I'll definitely know then. It was chilly when we got up this morning. I had to put a sweater on. Now the air's running because it's up to 91. It just started out really cold this morning. Like I said, we have record-breaking heat predicted for next week, so one last hurrah. Of course, the state fair goes on every day. Oh man, it's so hard to go to the fair when it's so hot. Oh. Excuse me. And, oh, yes, it's allergies. Fall stuff is blooming. Like goldenrod and, oh, who knows what else. I've been sneezing. One lady I was talking to at the fair was saying, oh man, she says, my allergies are so bad. She said, we went in where those animals were and all that hay, not everybody is agricultural. And they're not used to it. Last year I took my grandson. I thought it was going to be so much fun to show him all the animals and everything. And he walked in the barn and he looked at me and he says, it stinks in here. I don't want to be in here. It did. I mean, it does. It's not bad stink. It's not like, they clean up after those animals obsessively. It's just animal, right? It's a barn and it's just animals. He's not used to that at all. I was like, well, darn. He's not growing up a country boy because he lives in the city. So he's not used to that kind of stuff. So I don't even think about taking him now. His big thing is the rides. And he desperately wants to win things where you throw balls and, get them in the uh, little thing and add up the numbers. I mean, he tried and tried and tried. He only had so much money and he kept begging more money. He so desperately wanted to win something, and he finally won a little tiny bear. And he was so happy. I won this. I won this. Oh, man. He's a kid. I understand. He's a kid. When you're an adult, you kind of figure this stuff out. But to a kid, it feels so special. Sorry, my nose is sniffy now. Hopefully I don't have to blow it. I'm sitting here looking at Twitch because LexMix offered me congratulations on affiliate day, and I'm not sure what that means because I don't know if it's I can't figure out. See, it says happy affiliate anniversary. When I go to Twitch's page, that's the only thing that... Oh. Yeah, it does. It says, okay, but it's not mine. It's for anybody who's affiliates. It must be a Twitch thing because it's something that you can... Yeah, copy and paste, I guess. see if it works. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that is just something that comes up when people sign into Twitch and come to any channel. That's what that is. But that's cool. All right. That's cool. Didn't know about it. I think I'll write that down here. Maybe it's the day I made affiliate. It might be because I started in, that it's probably is my anniversary. And I think I've never seen it before. Either they made this new, or I just never hit it right on the day. I can do a little research on my stream thing and see if it says. Anyway, that's kind of cool. I mean, I remember making affiliate. I just didn't really remember when it was. Oh, I have a timer going off. Hang on a minute here. All right, I'm back. Why are you paused? Come on. There. All right. My chat was paused. I can't remember if I started streaming in 2021 or 2020. I think it was 2020 because we had been in lockdown, and so I found streams during that spring, and then decided by summertime that I wanted to give it a try myself with spinning. Hubby and I were talking about our upcoming cruise in December. We're going to go through the Panama Canal, and my first comment was, we'll have to get a seat somewhere in the boat so we can look out the window. And then I said, oh wait, we can go on the deck. It's going to be very warm, even in December. It's Panama City, Panama. So anyway, then I got to thinking, oh, wonder what side of the ship is going to be better view. Well, you know what? It's a canal. And besides, I know it takes a long time, so it's like the whole day. First day after we get on the boat, we get on the ship, and then we supposedly go, I hope we go through that canal in the daylight. That would be a terrible thing to do to passengers if they did it at night, unless it's lit. Maybe it's lit. Might be fun to see it at night. I don't know. So I'm kind of, I'm excited about it. In spite of the fact I got to do everything to get Christmas ready before we go. We get home a week before Christmas. One of the things I've been doing is working upstairs in my craft room, and one of the things I have is a Rubbermaid tub that I have things in there that are kits and stuff that you can make specifically for Christmas, right? Ornaments and just all sorts of things like that that I've picked up on sale, or just the accumulation of all the years of shopping for hobbies. And I went through that. I thought it's time for me to get some of these done. And there's like 4 that all they need is hemmed or sewn together, right? It's stuffed ornaments and stuff like that you just sew together and then stuff and close up. So I put those in a pile. My next day up in my room, I'm going to plan on sewing, probably the next couple days. Plan on doing a lot of sewing. And I wish Holly was here, so I'd tell her that. More up her alley. For years and years and years, and I've said this before, I was making the statement that I'm buying this stuff for my retirement years. Well, let me tell you, I'm here. It's now or never. I gotta get busy and work on this stuff. I'm gonna go look at YouTube real quick and see when I started saving my streams. Where's my videos? Oh, okay, I'm not under Yarn Spinners. No, I'm not. I'm under our other email. Oh well, for Pete's sakes. That's okay. I can check that out later. I don't want to mess with that while I'm streaming. We have multiple Google accounts. I have a Yarn Spinners, not Yarn Spinners Tales, but Yarn Spinners, and we've had 2 regular email accounts. I closed one out when it just got so full of spam. This one's been better. I have one that's connected with my blog, of all things, because I had that blog long before I had any of the current Gmails. There's always something with computers, I'll tell you.
I'm starting to feel that in my hands. I need to take a break. That water needs some ice cubes. Very cold. I should have brought another fiber in. I may have to get up and go get one. I'm gonna finish without the 2 hours aren't gonna be up when I finish.
Hello. Thank you. I did not realize it was my anniversary, and somebody else wished me that, so that made me go look on my Twitch page, and I discovered it's my affiliate anniversary, which I can't remember. I think it's been 3 years. I think it was 2020 when I started. I am doing good today, Mass Bandit. How are you doing? I don't know if that's a new thing for Twitch to tell you or what, because I don't remember that happening last year, or I just happened to hit the day. You know, the day that it was recorded as, and I've not streamed on this day before, on the 20th. I'm sleepy today because we went to our state fair last night. Actually, yesterday. It was pretty much, we got there about 4 o'clock in the afternoon and left around 11.
was the end of that.
Okay, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. I'm going to actually get a better glass of water than I've got sitting here and another fiber to spin after I finish this. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Hey, I'm going to spin some bats that I've had forever, and they're deep black. See them right there? I got 2 boxes of them. So that's what I'll be spinning, that, which is way better than what I'm spinning right now as far as my pants. My pants are black. Won't show as bad. In the meantime, I've got this little bit of this fiber to finish, and I've been wanting to get some of this gray in this bag of, and also wanted to put the tag in there. So that's ready for record keeping storage. Thank you. I got some of the cinnamon roasted pecans that they sell at the fair. We went to the fair yesterday. Oh my gosh. These were so awesome. I said our week next week was going to be really busy. One of the things going on is hubby's having his every 10-year colonoscopy. I believe my doctor told me once you hit a certain age in your 70s, you don't have to do it. I think I have to get one more yet before I hit that age, but I don't remember what the age was. Anyway, it's his turn, right? And sent home with all the papers talking about the prep and that kind of stuff. And we sort of knew he was going to go on a liquid diet Tuesday, and we knew that he was supposed to stop his medications last week, the blood thinner. You know, there were things we knew without looking at the paper, but we got the paper out today just to refresh on what exactly he's supposed to be doing the day before. And one of the things was, it said a week before there was stuff he should avoid eating, and it was fresh fruit and vegetables, which I've been feeding. You know, he's had a salad, and nuts, and we bought these cinnamon nuts last night at the fair, and he's had some of those. I was like, man, totally missed that. I mean, that just totally went over my head that there were these fresh fruit and vegetables and nuts you're supposed to avoid. So anyway, hopefully everything will be okay. He will do his clear liquid diet Tuesday, have his procedure Wednesday morning, and then we'll be back to normal. Meanwhile, I get all the cinnamon nuts. Well, this just isn't cooperating very good. It's not dividing, stripping down like it should. Right. And then Thursday is his colonoscopy. Thursday I have to take Twitch to the vet. She's gonna get neutered. Spayed. I guess it's female spayed. But we have another cat in the mix now. This cat is a yellow tom that was
about, we would see him go flying out of the garage if we happened to open up the garage door, or, I mean, not flying out of the garage, that he was locked in the garage. The garage doors, the big garage door is always open, but the garage door into the kitchen is not, right? So we'd open that door to go out in the garage, and this yellow tail would go flying off for a long, long time. I mean, ever since Twitch was there, and then, staying on our porch. She's been on our porch for months now. And this yellow cat was, and then we wouldn't see him for a week, 10 days or whatever, and then all of a sudden he's back, but always sort of not with Twitch. Well, now he's made himself at home with Twitch up on the porch. And I don't mind that. I don't mind feeding him. But, and he eats like he's never eaten before. He eats way more appetite than Twitch has. And he's about 1.5 times her size, too. I really think they're litter mates, though. I mean, hubby does, too. It just so happened that the litter was born somewhere in our neighborhood, and they both wandered this way, and he stayed wild, and she did not, right? She took up as friends and sat on our lap and all that, and he stayed wild. So now I've got to decide. I would like to get him spayed, neutered. I'd like to get him neutered. He's male. And the only way we're going to be able to do it is catch him, I think, in our Have-A-Heart trap and take him. And I have to decide if, I want to take him to the Humane Society, who will automatically neuter him. So, more than likely, that's what we'll do. Whether they'll find a home for him or not. What our county does is they can't find a home for them after they're neutered. They return them to the property that they were taken from, or the location they were taken from. I mean, if they're a wild cat in the middle of a city, they'll take them back to that spot. I don't agree with that, but they aren't set up, they aren't funded well enough to be set up as a shelter that can hold an animal for long enough to find them a home, because so many of them don't get a home for a long time, right? And they're also a no-kill shelter, so they don't kill them, which I'm very glad about, but it is a dilemma if they don't have somebody that'll take the animal right away. So what they're thinking is well, we'll just take that animal back to where they were found, and they at least will be neutered. So we'll get them back, right, if I do that. We have to try and do that, right, but the trap is a real problem. Cats are so smart. They are not. It's got to be baited with something really good, and if we bait it with something really good, we're going to get raccoons and possums and, squirrels. We can get anything, right? So it's kind of I don't know what to do yet. So I'm getting Twitch taken care of first, right? I'm going to get her vet appointment, and I will go from there. Figure the next one out. He is getting friendlier. He will not let me pet him. I've named him Ghost because, that's what he was for so long. But, and he's a typical yellow tom. Creamy yellow, stripes on his tail, big square head, tom head, the male cat head. Like I said, bigger than Twitch. But he knows he can get food twice a day. And there's always, I try and keep dry out there during the day. I don't put dry out at night. That the raccoons really do eat. So I let them get as much dry food as they can during the day. And he eats a lot of that. I feed Twitch canned food twice a day, but he won't go to it, and I've been kind of staying out there so that she gets it and not him. I've never seen them fight over it though, and by me being out there and bringing the food out and everything, he's pretty much standing there waiting for the food on the porch with me. He won't let me come near him to pet him or anything yet, but he is acclimating. He's been a wild boy. He's really a wild boy. They are going to have to use the barn. I have barns full of hay. They are going to have to use the barn in the wintertime. I have another barn that is, they can get in through the door, but it's completely enclosed. There's no heat out there, but you know, I can set up a spot for them with blankets or whatever. It's not easy for me to go to the barns though to feed them, but I may do that to get them used to being in the barn. Twitch, I don't think Twitch would like it at all. She wants to be in the house so bad, and she just won't get along with Newman. Or Newman won't get along with her. So it's a little bit of worry. I'd prefer to just have pets that I pick up, you know, that I raise in the house. That's my preference. But when they come from a wild situation, you know, just appear on your doorstep, you don't know their health status. I don't want to bring them in the house until I get that taken care of. And if I didn't have any other cat, I'd bring Twitch in, but since they have seemed to establish they don't want to get along, Twitch has to stay outside. It does make it, it's just, you know, I'm too soft-hearted. I had, you know, my daughter knows about it. My daughter can't take it, can't take Twitch. I'm not going to offer the yellow cat to anybody. He is proven that he prefers to be a loner, and that he probably will do the Tom thing and roam unless I get him fixed. So he has high potential, unfortunately, of getting hit on the road unless he sticks to the fields, which he can do. You know, there's ways to get through fences and lots of ways to go quite a distance without getting on the road if they're smart enough. But my point is that he seems comfortable with that, and I could be comfortable with having him as a barn cat or whatever. But Twitch I'd like to bring in. Oh, I'm not done. I thought I was done. Not yet. Got another one in my lap here. This needs a little more twist. Alright. Why are you walking? Alright, there we go. Why are you wobbling? Usually that means, I guess I just kind of got my bobbin uneven, making it wobble. Kind of got a lot wound on one area. Now I'm done. Now I'm done. That shirt, it's a nice bobbin full. It was 4 ounces. Yeah, it's 4 ounces. It's not want to hold the twist very well, though, at the end there. And I'm going to let that sit a day, and then tomorrow, or whatever, I'm going to apply those two together. So, it's going to be nice. Have to make sure I have a bobbin to apply. I have one more bobbin. Alright. So this is Shetland. It's bats and it's combing waste. And what that means is it's already had the prime, really prime picked out, right? And I am not expecting to make pretty yarn. I'm going to make usable, serviceable yarn. It's a lovely natural black color, So I really like that. It's reasonably soft, surprisingly. And if I spin it as loose as I can, not loose, but long draw, you know, hopefully it will be a nice bouncy yarn. So this first is just a, oh man, really is bad. It's got so many neps in it. I may end up, I hate wasting this much yarn though. Fiber. There's just so much neps in there. I'm going to pull in. Alright. See, that's the kind of stuff that you don't really want in your yarn. But if I can't get it to draft nicely, which at this point it's not, I may have to reconsider what to do with this. I could run it through combs again and see what I get now that I've carded it. Go with a bigger chunk here. you can't even see this in the stream. I am not going to spin this in stream. I'll spin this off stream. You can't even see what I'm doing. Because I have to go so far back to make it long enough to stretch out that twist. Makes a mess of the bat, man. Just all sorts of. It will be a very bulky yarn. I might get one bat for one bat, but not going to get much on this bobbins. The problem is using combing waste. It really is supposed to be thrown away. That is what the real problem is here. Nope. No. Not at all happy with this. Well, what do I do with it? I don't know. Perfect thick and thin yarn going. Not what I wanted.
Hello, Positively Crafty. Thank you. Alright, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. This fiber is not probably spinnable, and I really hate to say that. Well, it's not going to make anything nice. I know there's a middle here somewhere. We're almost there. This is
a lesson in how not to make two-ply. Okay. I'm not talking too much at the moment, Positive and Crafty, because I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to be able to spin some really crappy fiber, or if it's even worth it. So, yeah. Not the best thing. I'm going to run it in again, give it a little more twist, and end up with very weird yarn. See if that's too much. Oh, that would help. All right. So we're back to square one on this. I can't spin it from the bats. I don't want this kind of yarn. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time spinning and have this kind of yarn. I mean, the truth is this, okay, so this was a fleece that I washed, and I combed it, right? And this is what was left over from the combing. And I thought if I would put it in the comb waste in bats, it would, oops, I lost my one arm there on my nitty naughty. It's down there on the floor, can't get it. I'm off there. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Do some more thinking. More thinking about it. Okay. That's enough messing with all of that. We don't have too much time left here. Let's just go poke around and see who's on Twitch. Here's what I can do with these bats. I can felt them. I can felt the bat, and I will end up with a felted sheet, kind of like you buy felt in the store, only it's going to be this wool, and it'll be black. I'll lay a couple on top of each other, and that's probably what I need to do. I have some white fiber that I also have decided that's what I need to do with, which just means I need to have a big felting day. I can't do that on stream. I mean, it is a sopping mess to do. It really is. Because you have to scrub it a little bit, with something. I use plastic canvas, pieces of that, and scrub it. Just something that will felt it. You need to use soapy water. That soap kind of makes it slide better. I mean, I know how to do it. I'm not real fond of doing it. I probably will, though, because I have 2 boxes of this fiber that I was hoping I could get at least a usable by me, not a perfect yarn, not a nice yarn even, just a very functional, I can make something with, warm with, but the answer is no. It really doesn't want to draft is the problem, being comb waste. So, solved the problem, made another. Made another project. I have recently cleaned my fiber room, and I have 2 Rubbermaid tubs of white fiber that need a dye day. I need to dye. This is becoming a full-time job. I'm not so sure I'm happy about it. Maybe I'll feel a little better in the fall, but this is the time to do the felting when it's warm. What I really ought to do is set up I might be able to use my table outside, which is wrought iron, and it has holes in it, so the water will drip through. I can try that first. And then I may have to set up a screen on, if that doesn't work, then I have to set up a old window screen, and work on that so the water can drip through. All right, let's go to Twitch. Let's see who's doing what here. Where are you? I have to type you in. There we go. Not many. Not many. That spy guy has been in my stream, so let's go visit him. My gosh, he has so many people. And he's got bouncing creatures all over because he's playing the little balloon game. So that Spy Guy 86 is who we're gonna raid. He's doing diamond dots, by the way. Thank you, everybody. I'll be back on Wednesday evening. It is 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. And hopefully I don't forget, because that's a new stream day for me. I'm streaming twice now, Wednesday evenings and Sunday. Thank you for stopping by, Mass Bandit. Good to see you. And enjoy that Spy Guy, because he's doing diamond dots. Let's see here. I'm going to read. Let me plug in so I can hear before I get there. I don't use that part while I'm streaming.
keeping up with chat.
There we go. I hope he's not leaving.
Key fob. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Take care, everybody. See ya.
Was all you could get? Okay.